This is the Coin It Podcast, sponsored by coincosmo.com.
And stuff online. How does that stuff work for you guys? Because it doesn't seem like it's worth it for me because there's really no margin in it. And then with shipping and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it really just all depends on who you know. There's a lot of guys that, these brick and mortar shops to get stuff in, if they get a big bullion deal in that they can't, it ties up a lot of money for them. They need to sell it quick. So, it's cheap. If I have to order from suppliers, I do that. But,
right.
Yeah, I mean,
like as far as like the end client or whatever, I guess there's probably people that live really far from a coin shop and they have to order online.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's nice. A lot of people I work with, they'll drop ship for me. So it's like, I do all the money movement. They ship directly for me. There's a few ways going about it, but, Bullion, I feel like Bullion's becoming a lot more prominent lately, or a lot more popular lately, just especially with inflation and people wanting to kind of ditch the dollar. They're hedging whatever they can, either collectibles or bullion or whatever. But 4 or 5 years ago, bullion, I feel like wasn't as prominent. The margins were definitely a lot smaller. Now it's, makes it a little bit more worthwhile.
The premium is, gone up. It's harder to get the physical, I think. And I don't know, it's just weird things going on with the market. I mean, now because of inflation or whatever, you see gold, tracking up there to 2,000 range, but then silver is like for me to see like the ratios, like the spreads between gold and silver is crazy wide, crazy.
Yeah. It's so heavily manipulated. I don't know how much longer we can keep going at the rate that we're going. World produces 800 million ounces of silver a year, and our industrial use alone is 1.1 billion. So there's a 300 million ounce deficit every year. And where's that coming from? I mean, it's coming out of the consumer market, private hands, it's old coins, old bars, old stuff that's getting melted to feed that. And that's not to mention that it's not like everything we mine is going directly to industrial use. So there's a huge deficit for industrial use alone.
It's the derivatives market. So this derivatives market is just pushing down the global prices for some reason. And they could do it without ever having to change hands of physical.
So JP Morgan owns over 70% of all physical silver above ground. I mean, they've definitely got the upper hand on the market for sure.
Interesting. So above ground or underground? I missed that part.
Well, I mean, so there's new silver coming in the market, every year. Mm-hmm. But they own 70% of the physical. So
interesting.
There's a lot of
why suppress the price?
Well, because they don't feel that they have enough yet. I mean, I think that this has all been kind of planned for a long time. Are you familiar with Corporation Basel? They're basically implementing precious metals back into the banking system, and with each wave, there's more silver that's being, putting back into the banking system. And so, I think really the only way counteract inflation is going to be to raise the price of metals. And there's a lot of talk about potential going back on the gold standard, and if we do that, that would dry up a lot of the money that's being pumped in the economy right now. By inflating the price. But to be able to do that, they need a lot of quantity, which they're working on accumulating right now. And granted, this is my opinion, but
right.
Yeah.